So I don't know if you saw this. Woody, you know Vitali Z, right? He's
oh sure, the weightlifting guy with the heavy mop
who just bothers people.
No, not at all. So Vitali Z, the YouTuber who's a Russian guy who did prank videos about 10 years ago, got real big. Nowadays he mostly does like live streaming stuff, like in person, like walking down the street doing stuff. I saw he's done some pedophile catching too.
You're sure he doesn't have a heavy mop?
I'm so sure that I know
that's Antololi or something.
Yeah, that's a different guy. That's a different guy. This is Vitali Z, and he was in the Philippines doing a bit of live streaming, and he's in a lot of trouble now. The clip I saw, he was trying to get this lady to like film with him on the street, and he was like, "If I go over here, I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'm gonna fucking kill you if you don't get over here." And like said something very similar to that. And I think what I read was they can hold him in a terrifying Philippines jail for like 2 years awaiting his trial. And it seems like the Filipino government is trying to make an example of him because, you had that Johnny Somali guy also, I think in Korea and Japan, running around streaming, assaulting people, doing crazy, disrespectful cultural stuff. I think they're going to make an example out of Vitali here. It's looking rough for him. I saw a press conference. They wheeled him out in the handcuffs, and he's like trying to put his hat on, and they're like, "No," and he's like, "Fuck, okay." You stand here. We'll let us look at you, American. He's in a lot of trouble. Yeah, I think he's originally from Russia, but I'm sure he lives in America full time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well,
I've met him before.
That's pretty shitty. That whole genre of streamer whose whole thing is like, I'm going to go into a Korean restaurant and harass people. And it's like, fuck you. That's so rude. Rude.
I don't know that he was doing exactly what like Johnny Somali does and exactly what some other people I've seen do where I
saw he was in trouble for something called menacing, like unlawful menacing, where it's basically like threatening people.
It's what I'm describing, I think, to you. Like where it seemed like he wanted the lady he was going to be like, all right, name, how many continents are in Africa or something. He was going to like do some questionnaire bullshit, and she didn't want any part of it and kept walking away. And he's just like, "Get the fuck up! I'm gonna fucking kill you! I'll fucking kill you if you don't get up the fuck over." I'm just like had a little meltdown on her, like threatening to kill her. It seemed to kind of tongue in cheek, but also a little fucking scary. But I've seen some of those guys that just walk up to Koreans and like punch them.
I've seen the Koreans walk up to Johnny Somali and punch him, and I got to say, makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, you got to root for the Koreans in that situation.
You got to root for the Koreans. This guy's going around treating them like shit, menacing them in their own country. And that guy, his name's Johnny Somali, but I think he's from America, and so he's making us look like dickheads. Don't like that.
That's hard to do.
Yeah. He's giving us Americans a bad name.
Yes. We're such good global citizens. I don't know how he made us look bad.
Yeah, keep it up, Philippines. I think he's in a lot of trouble. I think they're gonna. It reminded me of when Bart got in trouble in Australia and they were gonna boot him. They had that enormously oversized boot they were gonna kick him in the ass with.
Yep. Yeah, all because I don't remember what he did to get the boot in Australia. It's a funny episode.
So that backwards country just takes people who are foreigners and locks them up without due process. It's fucking weird.
I think this is part of the due process. He's
there legally. He's just like menacing and harassing and threatening people. And so they're like, you can't do that here in the Philippines, bitch.
Hopefully El Salvador.
They could hold him for 2 years. That was the part I was stuck on.
Oh, well, I mean, they hold you for as long as, it takes to get around.
What is the sentence for mean words? It's probably not that long.
In the Philippines? I mean, it's what I was reading. I don't know
Philippines, like right? Singapore is the one that has that like extremely
Singapore has the crazy one, but Philippines are very strict too. Like most countries don't have even the idea that free speech is a thing. Like they're like, oh, you're harassing and so dude, you can get arrested for fucking internet posts in Europe. Like we're the good one.
It's like
as far as free speech.
I read the number of people who were getting arrested in the UK per month, and it was hundreds for their Facebook posts.
Yeah,
really? Oh, okay. Because when I looked it up, the Facebook post was like something you should be arrested for. It was organizing some violence.
It's usually people upset that a migrant has raped a child to death and then gotten off scot-free.
Yeah, that's what it seems to be.
Usually that. I saw the one that burst in on the pregnant woman the other day and raped her, and her baby died, and he got like less than a year or something like that.
Yeah. And then some dude is like, "Oh, I don't know about this, but I don't like me." It's like, all right, lock you up for longer than this.
El Salvador doesn't seem like such a bad idea versus some stuff like that. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to talk out of line. I don't want to get sent to El Salvador. It seems like they're sending anybody they don't like down there. It seems sketchy.
Dude, if I went to Philippines,
somebody zoomed in on the El Salvadorian prison, and there's like some little back alley part of it where it looked like the ground was all soaked in blood. Like they were executing people in a back lot of the thing. By the way, the thing is so big. I mean, you can see anything from space now because of satellites, but like you can really see it from space. That place is big.
I mean, there's no way you can actually see it from space.
With the naked eye,
space is a spectrum, right? Like I think they can read a license plate from space.
Yeah, even better.
Well, when I hear someone say you can see it from space, I feel like there's a baked-in assumption of like with the naked eye from space.
Yeah, you definitely.
Because otherwise, it's really not impressive. Because it's like, we can see what brand of glasses you wear from low Earth orbit, and it's like, okay, but you were using technology. Like I was blown away when I found out you can't fucking see the Great Wall of China from space.
It's only 35 feet. It's like 30, 50 feet wide. How could you possibly see it?
Total nonsense.
You could totally see it from space. You just need the right viewing device.
Yeah, but that doesn't count. It shouldn't count.
You got to see with the naked eye. No, it's like 30, 50 feet wide.
Yeah, and look at this. This isn't fucking
On
space.
the other hand, Taylor, and this will blow your mind, you can see space from the Great Wall.
Now that I get. That makes sense. You just look up and it's like, wow, space. And,
yeah.